You know what? This reminds me of Bayreuth in Hopkinsville, doesn't it?
Not even close.
You don't think so?
Nope.
Well, maybe the way the stools are set up. But at least it's not a smoky environment. Is that what you're thinking of?
No, I don't know what you're thinking of, but they're nothing alike. Other than they sell truck stuff.
Well, I guess maybe the way they have the stools set up for the counter.
Oh,
Maybe.
well, maybe so.
But
That means you're going to have a long wait when you see stools.
But I don't like the smoky environment at Bayreuth in Hopkinsville. They smoke there inside the store. Can you believe that? They're allowed to do that. Supernova lighting.
See a one-man show here in here today? I think so. Got that one there, a 3/4 inch.
So,
$1,500.
okay.
But I couldn't imagine doing the job without it.
So you have these two. These are the two tools that you have at the house, then?
I think that's a 3/4 right there, yeah. We got a box of popcorn yesterday, and we spent $1,000 for Freightliner. And some butter cookies. Yeah.
No, if you don't want to back up here on the side, my guy's already out there with the forklift.
I should probably go in there too. I'm dropping off the drive line.
Drive on? No, we'll get you.
I was on to pick that heavy, greasy stuff up.
Go back into it.
Well, thank you, Stephen.
Why I got this chair in here. There's a missing piece. There it is.
Yeah, there's no forklift or there's no movement back there whatsoever.
The carrier bearing doesn't look bad, but it's definitely got some time on it. I'm sure they'll replace this yoke as well. So this thing here will get replaced. This will get cut off and get a new one of those. They'll probably replace this because those two are shot, so I'm sure they'll replace this one. And then probably put it, this goes on the back of the tranny, so They'll look at that and see if it needs to be replaced. They'll look at that and see if it needs to be replaced. Could spend up to $2,000 on this. Saw that when I first looked at the truck. I go, I tried to ignore it. Where do you want to go in at?
We'll just come through the office.
Well, it's gonna be heavy.
Yeah, it will be. That slip yoke will be the heavier side.
Huh?
You grab that slip yoke side?
This side?
Yeah.
You got gloves on?
Yeah, we'll go down this way.
So this was easier than doing the forklift?
Well, with all the trucks pulled inside, it would have taken longer to pull the trucks out.
Oh, okay.
I guess this is more labor intensive. I apologize.
It's all right. I always take labor intensive.
And we're fine to just throw it on the floor here.
Oh, I see what you're saying. All the.
I guess
Yeah, there's 6 of them in there.
Oh, I
when
see what you're
they get to
saying.
rebuilding, I guess they could check these ones to see if they're wore out too.
So you had 6 trucks in your way.
Yeah.
I see what you're
Yeah.
saying.
Either side is heavy on this. You don't hardly ever see them spiders around anymore.
Yeah. You talking about my car?
Yeah.
Oh,
That's what it
Yeah,
is, right? A spider?
Well, it's an Eclipse. The Spider is the convertible version.
Oh.
But yeah, they're
Getting further and further and few between, right?
Yeah.
oh, so you're not talking about a spider? Oh, you're not. Oh, I thought you were talking about spiders.
I didn't know that the hard tops weren't spiders.
Yeah, yeah. So this is the first year of this body style. And then I bought a parts car instead of 12 was the last year. So
The problem was it's,
some wear in there.
the pins just fell right out when I took the bolts.
Yeah.
You can see the wear. So I imagine all of them are the same.
Yeah. Pretty safe assumption, generally speaking.
Yeah.
If you got wear at the very front or
Good
very
thing is
back.
there was no wear in here.
That's good. That's some good signs.
Yeah. Then it'd be a transmission and a rear end.
Yeah.
Is that it, Stephen?
That's everybody.
So,
Thank you, sir.
So, what are these two
Absolutely.
small things called? Those are things that
Those
are
are
really
called yokes.
the yokes, and so they have to be replaced. Then.
I'm sure every yoke will have to be cut off and put on. And this slip joint, and you'll cut this off too, right?
Correct.
So everything, and they'll put a new carrier bearing on it.
Yeah.
So everything here will be replaced except for the metal itself.
Oh
Right.
wow!
Yep.
So, do you even have an estimate in your head?
Look how many drive lines they got.
Yeah. So not in my head.
Oh, these are other people's drive lines.
Yeah, so everything with the red X is something that I've built something brand new and replaced it at wholesale. I'm working on these 2 red ones and those 3 black ones without the X's next. I'll probably get you a price quote on Monday for this guy.
Okay.
If we're
You're the guy I talked to the other day on the phone.
Yeah,
I had to get it over here before 1 o'clock
right
on Friday, and I didn't do it.
No worries.
Yeah, I had to get these off. I had to go buy special tools.
Oh yeah,
A
those
1500 torque Milwaukee, and I bought the 1-inch too.
Right,
The 2000. Yeah.
Some
So
serious
once
stuff.
I went and got those, it was already too late.
Yeah.
What is this?
Oh, man.
What is this
And
big
the
thing?
funny thing, the one on the back of the transmission, it fought me all the way out.
Wow, it did.
Yeah. It had this much to go, and still I had to heat it up some more.
Wow.
You think maybe I should get new nuts for it?
Potentially, we can wrap that into it. There's a decent chance that if we're replacing the yokes, my boss would already quote you some new nuts and washers to go with that.
Because getting it off, I had to heat the crap out of it.
Yeah.
And that what you call it, that locking fiber in there,
Oh yeah.
probably got pretty cooked.
Yeah, it's probably gone.
Yeah.
Mr. Stanton, what is this machine?
So the orange machine there is a U-bolt bender. That's mostly for like box trucks and stuff like that, or like for your truck springs.
Yeah.
Those will wrap around.
Had them made before.
Yeah. So they're custom bent, and my stock is over here.
Oh my goodness. You're awfully young to be such a machinist.
That's good. He's going to be around for many years.
Yeah.
You're very
I learned everything
young.
in this room.
Oh, is that right?
Yeah.
There's a driveline turntable over
Yep, there's
there.
my turntable. There's my lathe where I'll
See,
do all
these
the
are
work.
all the yokes
Oh,
and
my
stuff. See, these are what
goodness.
they look when they're new.
Yeah.
Oh wow, that's what they look like when they're brand new. How
Yeah.
much does one of those babies cost?
Oh goodness. So the U-joint, you're probably looking at a little over $100, and then this guy here,
The yoke.
probably a bit more, probably like closer to $200. And the big slip yoke right there, probably closer to $350.
Yeah.
And all that's market.
and then
so,
the other end was, they said 600 for this.
And you
piece.
made all that.
So these pieces, I didn't machine the pieces themselves, but I did install these U-joints into them. And then I will, cut the tube custom length and weld it.
It's
put it
going
all
to be
together.
one smooth machine when all this is on there.
Sure will. Yeah.
I know you're not aware of this, but I already talked to this young man, and he said I could film for YouTube. So
I figured that much.
I already did, because we have people that don't want to be on camera.
So
I don't mind
I'm
at all.
guessing after Christmas.
We should be looking at sooner than that, as long as we get parts inside.
Really?
But yeah,
Oh,
I mean,
okay.
considering Wednesday's Christmas, we'll see. But,
Right,
okay.
right.
A lot of that
I'm
stuff.
expecting after Christmas. So
Yeah,
if it comes,
It'll be after Christmas,
Of
but it'll
course.
be before New Year's. It should. Be.
That's cool. Because I still got to do kingpins, and I got to leaking wheel seals, and what else? Oh, and the bushings. That reminds me, I don't have a bushing tool. You know where I can get one of those?
I don't know. We can speak to the
It's got the
salesman.
2 big pieces of metal, and then it presses it through.
Yeah, I'm not 100% sure. Jonathan may be able to tell you up at the front, though. We can have a conversation with him here in a minute. But yeah.
How I just have to ask you, how old are you?
I'm 22.
He's a youngin'.
Wow, you won't believe this, but
Here we go.
yesterday you won't believe this, but you said 22, and that's the magic number because it was yesterday. It was 22 years ago. Yesterday we
I took her
met.
out for a
Wow.
steak.
We
Yeah,
met.
That's right.
We've been
That's
married
awesome.
for 21
Yeah.
years.
That's awesome.
I was
But
40 years old when I met her.
but we met yesterday. Actually, first looked at each other yesterday, 22 years ago, and we've been
Wow.
married for 21 years. So you said
She was
22.
fresh out of college. When I was fresh out of prison.
But we've been managed to stay together for 21 years. But so how long have you been doing this, Mr. Stanton?
So when I was 15, a week before I turned 16, I started a grocery store. And I worked there for 3 years. And then we had a gentleman here who had some health complications, and he ended up leaving the company. And I had become friends with the boss here. His son, he was my coworker at the grocery store. And so he needed the position filled for parts delivery. And so I came on board, and I was working 5 days a week here and a day a week there at the grocery store. And sometimes 6 here because we do Saturdays sometimes, like today. And so I was working 6 or 7 days a week, and eventually after, close to probably like 6 months to a year, I ended up dropping the grocery store and stayed here. You know, I was always full time here. There's no part time positions available. But sorry, mine's going blank.
That's too young. You're too.
After you sold the store, you came over on this side and stopped doing delivery.
You're too young to have a mind blank. Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
Wow.
Well, it's a stressful job.
I imagine
But,
so.
Yeah, so I was delivering parts for about a year, and this position became available because the guy doing this became promoted to the
Front
store
desk.
manager. No,
Yeah.
the store manager here.
Oh,
and
okay.
so the guy who hired me became the territory manager, and so I kind of snuck my way inside, and I told him, if you'd teach me, I'll learn. Before here, I hadn't driven a pickup truck before. Now I'm a welder, machinist,
Wow.
mechanic.
Cool.
Yeah.
And
Well,
did you
I
have
mean-
to get professional certification for everything? I'm sure.
Forklift.
Okay,
That's about it.
Okay. Well, you're only 10 years older than our son. Our son is
Wow.
12.
Yeah.
And you're only, so when our son was born, you were just a 10-year-old boy. And wow. And Stephen, if only AJ could do stuff like this. Wow.
Well, it's certainly possible.
That's right.
Oh, that's amazing. So, do you work by yourself back here?
Yes, ma'am. I'm the only person back here.
This is your shop.
This is my room. It's a little messy right now. But
Hey,
it's
this
fine.
is
That's a good thing, though. That means you got plenty of
Exactly. That means I'm busy.
so this is your reign. This is your kingdom. Wow.
This would be my first driveline getting rebuilt in my
Really?
33 years.
Wow.
Yeah.
Well, I hope to give you a good experience.
Yeah, me too.
So you said you're 22. My husband is
You'll call me
62.
on the estimate.
Yes.
So basically what I see is everything needs to be done.
Yeah. Yeah.
All except for the tube itself.
Yeah. If
Wait,
Unless
those-
you see the tube is bent.
I don't expect it to be, but if we're gonna do everything, might as well do new tube. That's what I would say.
Oh, really?
Because it's not gonna be too much more. You're probably looking at more labor than the tube is worth to cut the tube out. And
Really?
save it. Yeah.
Oh, so you carry a new tube in here?
We do. Yep. Right in that corner, there's all my tube.
So it's more price effective.
It's more price effective because you'll cut down on your labor
So
and
I
just
was
do new parts.
estimated from the Chicago place, $22.50 from front to back. So
That really doesn't sound that bad.
sounds about right.
Yeah, that sounds about market. We'll see where we land with your yokes and stuff, and then other yokes. I don't know if they were going to find yokes yet.
They Freightliner said they're $147
Okay.
for those two there.
So this is the tubing back here, Mr. Stanton.
I don't know what you guys are.
Yeah, I'm not
You guys are generally cheaper than Freightliner.
generally so. Yeah. But considering it's custom work, I guess we'll we'll talk price here on I guess Monday when I figure out where everything is.
How many of them tubes? How many drivelines are you building on?
You built 7 in one day.
Yes.
This thing here looks brand new. It's just a carrier bearing, huh?
Yeah, they had a bearing failure, and that company, they once one thing fails, they replace the whole thing wholesale.
Oh, wow.
Yep. It's a pricey business model, but
You don't have
They
to
don't,
worry
uh,
about it no more, do they?
exactly. Yeah, it's a big company, and they're one of my best businesses. Those 3 right there with the red X's, and these 3 that I'm working on this coming week, those are both from the same company.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can't beat that, man. Keeps you working,
Absolutely.
paying the bills.
Yeah, yeah.
Heck yeah.
Yeah, I mean those 3 right there, you're probably looking at $5,000.
Oh, wow.
Oh wow.
Yeah,
Wow.
well, hopefully
Yeah.
I don't have to pay that.
Yeah, it won't be 5. I'll tell you that.
So is this the new tubing over here?
Yes, this is the new tubing over here. It's all cut to custom length. It'll be in 6 or 9 foot sticks. So I keep my 9 foot sticks over there because I can barely carry them.
Oh, wow.
So I just stick them in the corner until I need them. But everything over here is my miscellaneous scrap, and then my 6 foot pieces up here, and then there's some pre-made PTO shafts right up there. And so those, they come factory pre-welded one side, and then you cut them to length, and then you'll weld the stub on, and then ready to go in the
It's
truck.
made to slip in, huh?
Yep, that's correct.
Oh my goodness. And you're only 22.
Yes, ma'am. And I've been doing it for 2 years now.
Wow.
Man.
So you're a veteran.
And see,
I built a lot of shafts.
Steven is 62.
Wow.
So he's 40 years your
I got a
senior.
brand new starter in there.
Yeah, I'm not 100% sure. Sometimes some miscellaneous scrap items collect into my bin here.
Yeah,
that one
well.
would be one that I guess they deemed not remanufacturable.
Well, I just removed a brand new starter too. So.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. So just because
Yeah.
they're brand new doesn't mean they're gonna work.
Yeah, shoot.
So what is this machine right here?
This is my cutting wheel, and there's a piece
Yeah,
of
that's a remnant.
cut tube that was from a job yesterday where I had to I cut the stub out and then heated it up, hammered it out, and then cut it to our length and just shortened it 2 inches.
Oh wow.
I'm highly impressed.
Yeah.
And this is so if anything ever happens
Great
to
see a
you,
young man learning talent.
Yeah, absolutely.
So if
I'm
any-
happy to have the skill.
if anything happens to you, then this place is in trouble then.
Yeah, so my boss is definitely too busy to come back here. Anytime I have questions, I got to go to him mostly.
Right.
So,
Do you have a protege that you're training?
I do not.
As young as he is, he don't need one.
Well,
Just ask for a better raise.
I'm still learning. I see new stuff every day.
Really?
Oh yeah.
wow.
I build throttle, clutch, and brake cables as well. There's constantly new stuff in that realm. I make
wow.
hoses. I replace some suspension components,
Oh,
like
wow.
some bushings and stuff for walking beams for big,
That's what I
big
gotta
dump
do. I gotta
trucks.
do some bushings.
Oh yeah. Walking beams are pretty serious. They're about too big for me to carry.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Me too. I got a forklift that helps me out.
Oh yeah. Our forklift is right over there. We got 2 of them. We got a stand-up lift and a sit-down.
You got a sideways
propane
one?
lift. Yeah, it's right around the corner here, but
Yeah.
it's a real interesting
Because
machine.
it's tight. You gotta
Yeah.
have it.
Oh yeah. Yeah, there's on the back wall. That forklift can't fit sideways.
Oh, yeah.
So we got to have that one.
Yeah. I couldn't use that. I'm on the gravel.
Oh yeah. Yeah. That thing will shoot. That thing gets stuck on these.
I've
things.
never seen a forklift like that. Steven, I'm not familiar with
That's
a.
for going sideways. For lifting things off of the.
Oh.
See these things here? I've delivered these all over the country. Those racks.
Uh-huh.
Those are called pallet racks. And that's for getting it off the pallet racks.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that's a whole
'Cause you can't
different.
turn that big old thing around in there.
No. Oh, wow. Okay. Huh. Interesting. Don't
Well, we
seem.
better let the man get to work.
Okay. All right. Well, let me
Thank you,
shake your
Mr. Stanton.
hand. Thank you so much.
Nice
Thank
meeting
you.
you, Mr. Stanton.
Am I pronouncing your name right, Stanton?
Yes, ma'am.
And it's right, Stanton. That's an
Well, when he
unusual.
first told me, I had to have him repeat it to me.
Stanton.
Did you say Stanton?
Oh, wow.
Yeah, that's a unique name.
Thank you.
Well, and thank you for allowing us to film you.
Yeah, absolutely.
And he's already subscribed to the channel.
I have,
Cool.
yeah.
He's already subscribed to the channel. So, are you an avid YouTube watcher?
I am. Yes.
Ooh. So you'll get to enjoy seeing yourself on our channel.
Yeah, it's gonna be a little surreal.
I bet.
I've been posting myself, so I'm excited.
Oh, how nice. Nice. All right. Well, Steven, shake the man's hand.
I just did.
But for the sake of the camera. Thank you so much. Thank
absolutely.
you.
Thank
Thank you.
Big belly.
And I'm Bumbles.
And together we're
Big belly Bumbles.
See you later.
Big belly Bumbles.